Welcome
to the Spitter Swallow Beer
to
Review.
beer review.
I am Jammer.
And I am Shagdog Jammer. I'm doing Smithwick's Red Ale, Irish Red
Awesome. Communist beer.
Ale. Is it really?
It's Red Ale.
Oh, okay.
The Reds.
Well, Irish was red before the communists.
Was it?
I mean,
Or is
this
it the
came
red
out.
pill and the blue pill, right?
This came out in 17, whatever, right?
Are you living in a simulation, or are you living?
I don't know that. I won't know until the day I die, right?
Well,
Actually,
Shagdog, I have El Segundo Brewing Company, Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA. It gets a 6.7 ABV, and it says on the back here, Broken Skull Indian Pale Ale, a badass 6.7 IPA designed by Steve Austin and El Segundo Brewing Company for the working man and woman. See, even Steve Austin says, man and woman. Nothing in
right.
between. Not what you identify as, but man and woman. It features Citra, Cascade, and Chinook hops to deliver big flavor with an easy finish. Now stop reading and start enjoying this awesome beer. Cheers.
Yeah, I'd have to say Smithwick's. I've had this multiple times. It's not. I've had a couple better. As a matter of fact, the Red Irish Ale I had yesterday was really good.
Yeah, I mean, Smithwick's is not anything.
It's like barley water or something. I don't know. It's just I don't know how to explain it, but it's not real bad.
Real excited about.
Yeah,
you know?
It's all right. I mean, it's an Irish staple. Is I guess the only reason I'm drinking it. It's an Irish staple.
Hey, it's an Irish beer, and you're wanting to do Irish beers.
Yeah,
And
I do like the can, but I do like the old green label too. Though. I wish they had
green
that.
Label. I like the green label better. I think the red ale could have been put in red lettering and a red little backdrop to a degree.
Yeah.
But the green label, they should be proud. It's the Emerald Isle, you know. It's shine the colors, man.
And that's their classic label. Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay, you do.
Well, Shagdog, I can tell right now this pours like a cheap beer with that type of egg white head, you know. It's kind of like meringue type looking head, you know.
Yeah, meringue.
And not Marianne, but meringue, and not merengue.
Not meringue or meringue guy.
Yeah, or a girl.
Yeah, this is definitely reddish brownish. You know, brown with a red hue, I guess.
Well,
Small
Shagdog,
head. Listen to
I'm
Pinky.
getting the Chinook and the Citra and Cascade hops, definitely. And getting a little pininess, a little grapefruit, citrusy type smells there with a little sweetness in the backdrop. Yeah. Yeah, it smells pretty delicious. Almost a little dirty dish rag in there, you know, but overall delicious. The color is a hazy, pale yellow and very effervescent. Bubbles are just floating to the top. I'm going to dive in while you describe yours, Shagdog. Cheers, Sláinte, hasta la vista. I don't know, whatever. I'll
Yeah.
his name.
This gets Prozac. Or Proto. There we go.
Boy, I get some citrus and pine flavors there, Shagdog, with a little caramel, a little bready grapefruit, slight tropical fruit with a little like pine resin type stuff. It's pretty mild, pretty smooth overall. It's not too shabby. I mean, I'm not super impressed with it, but it's not bad. It's pretty good representation of an IPA. You know, and that's what I'm going to go with.
Yeah, this is very on the nose, very very light malt. There's hardly anything else. I think you smell some sweetness or something, but I'm just smelling a very light malt.
You know, Shagdog, with Smithwick's Red Ale, as well as their other beers, I find them being the flavor kind of fleeting.
Yeah.
The aromas and the flavors are fleeting. They have some there, and then it just kind of quickly disappears.
Right. Yeah, but it looks all right. But yeah, I mean, it's nothing to write home to your Irish mother about, I don't think.
Yeah, your Irish mother would be saying, "What are you drinking Smithwicks for? What are you, crazy? You're crazy.
I mean, it's not real bad,
What
but
are you going to be, like your uncle?"
very light. A light malt, maybe a really, really light sweetness, maybe a light molasses in there.
We
Actually, a
make
little bit.
bitters. Hundreds of them.
Yeah. Your mother been telling stories about making hot lot.
I said we'll make beers. Hundreds of them.
Oh, that many. I can't remember the words. That many.
No, you're thinking about speeders. We'll make speeders. Hundreds of them.
Spears.
Twice the size of them on.
That long. Some are longer than others. Yeah.
I said we'll make beers.
Oh, beers. You said beers. Okay. Beers. That many. You have to make a whole.
We'll make beers. Hundreds of them. Thousands if we can.
Yeah, this is very light.
She was
malt,
drinking from the fountain last night there, boy.
very light sweetness, maybe a light tinge.
She tugged on the elfic nose and she was a drinking.
The elephant nose, yes. Yeah, very easy to drink, very light. I don't like it though. Slight metallic taste in there, maybe too.
I hate that part. I hate when it tastes metallic-y and everything. And it makes me wonder, is it the ingredients itself, or is it the can and the liner, or is it just the can without a liner, or what? You know, it really kind of irritates me when that happens.
That was being hopeful.
Hate when
I think
that happens.
most times I think we got this. We got it in a bottle, so I was thinking, well, maybe the can will taste better. It don't taste bad per se, but there's not enough flavor there. Yeah.
Yeah. I find myself just wanting to do a jig.
Yeah.
The bugaboos, they're here, they're everywhere, flying high, flying low.
Yeah, right.
It
There's Indians that want the Redskins to be called the Redskins still.
Yeah.
Probably the Cleveland Indians be called the Cleveland Indians.
What it is that you had a small faction of people trying to dictate to the majority.
Right.
And the same thing goes with, I mean, my God, the Redskins, Shagdog. I mean, think about this. Every professional sporting team, even not even professional, even the sports teams of high schools and what is that, intramural sports or whatever, in general. When you named a team, you named them for their fierce fighting, their fierce abilities to overcome and destroy
of their tribe,
destroy their enemy, and overcome and be successful and be the victor. That's what you did. You named those teams after fierce fighting things, and that's why you had the Bulldogs.
Or not even
that's
fighting.
Why you had
sometimes just a strong culture. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why you had the Bulldogs, the Wildcats, the Tigers, because they're fierce animals.
Mohawks, the last high school I went to was the Mohawks. They didn't never cancel that, but the school did close eventually. They closed down much high schools, so.
But my whole thing is that when you named it the Redskins, even though it's a terminology that's talking about the skin color and everything. Even then, I don't understand it because they're saying Redskins. They weren't even red. They were tan. Right. I mean, come on.
It's like we're not really white.
Yeah, exactly.
Pale, pasty.
Maybe beige, pasty, colors. But you name it after a fierce fighting foe, and when you name that, that's in honor and respect of this fierce fighter, the fighting foe that you are against, and you place them kind of high up on a pedestal that way,
I think the Redskins, they probably Redskins, you're saying their skin tone. Okay. Well, maybe change it to a tribe name or something,
Well, you couldn't call it the Chiefs because Kansas City already had it.
I know, but they could have changed it to the Senecas or the Chippewas or, who knows, The
Apaches.
Yeah, something.
Think about this, Shagdog. Apache. What did they name that fucking helicopter?
All the helicopters are, a bunch of helicopters are named after Indians. The They got the Black Hawk. They probably do have it. Let's see. I'll Google it, Jim. I'll tell you. There's a bunch of them.
There's not a Seneca.
What helicopters are named after Indian tribes? All right, Apache, Black Hawk, Comanche, Cheyenne, Lakota. I mean, I got a bunch of them there.
All those names are fierce fighting foes,
Yeah,
man.
and just for tradition and honor. I mean, it's a tribe.
To me, that's paying homage to and respect to the character and the qualities that those tribes carried.
Yeah,
going up against America and America assimilating them into the culture and all that stuff, turning around and putting them in the forefront, saying to their enemies, look, you don't want to have to face an Apache helicopter.
Right.
You don't want to have to face a Comanche.
Right. And also honors some of their gods, like the sky god. I mean, Apaches had a sky god. Guess what? We got a thing named the Apache, and it's up in the sky, like a sky god.
It just boggles my mind when it comes to some of this shit like that. You know,
now, Redskin is borderline, but a lot of Indians weren't offended by it. Like, if there was a team called the Whiteskins, I think that'd be a kind of stupid sounding team, but I wouldn't be offended by it.
No, I wouldn't be offended by it.
Chicago White Sox changed their names to the Chicago Whiteskins. Well, I guess if they were doing white power and racial stuff.
See, that's right there automatically is racist, because every time there's something dealing with white people, they automatically think white power, Nazi, da da da. And that's not so. That's not so. I mean, you could call it the Tampa Bay Crackers.
There were crackers in Florida, which they got the name from cracking cattle. That's how they got the name, not because they're white or slave owners. They were cracking cattle.
But they called white people cracker.
Right. So, Floridian, if you're born in Florida, you're known as a cracker.
Yeah.
Whether you're black or white, actually, you're a Florida cracker.
Exactly.
Now, I don't think any black people in Florida will say, yeah, I'm a Florida cracker. There might be a couple, actually.
Well, my whole thing is that it's stupid. All that stuff is stupid.
Yeah.
Let's face
terminology and stupid,
Let's face Anyway, did we give our grades on these beers?
I don't think we did. We don't have a good setup this week.
Man, this is pretty smooth, pretty delicious, pretty easy to drink. Like I said, tropical fruit, got the pine, citrus. I'm actually going to give it a B+ and a SWAF because it's really easy to drink.
Jim, with this one, I'd probably go the same B+. It's not the most flavorful Irish red ale, but it's easy to drink. There's enough taste in there for you to enjoy it, I guess. A nice, easy red ale, basically. So B+ and a swallow.
Wow.
I tell you, this part of this song right here sounds like Lord of the Rings, the gay part where they think Frodo! It does. Samwise, Gandhi, and Frodo. And I'm coming with you. God. Boy. Let's see if I get some more beer in there.
You'll always be my brother, Paco Loco.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Uncle Ben's not even called Uncle Ben's anymore. It's Ben's, right? They took the uncle out or something.
I think they did, yeah.
I mean, so what is it? I mean, just we don't know what the relation is anymore.
We don't know who he is. He's just Ben.
Yeah.
Last Ben I knew was living under a bridge, and was a pedophile. So I don't know.
In real life?
No.
Or was that a movie?
I just made it up.
Oh, okay. I don't even know if I knew a Benjamin. Maybe I did when I was a young kid.
I knew a Ben in school, but
yeah, maybe in
he
school.
was a little weird.
There's not a lot of Benjamins out there. Ben, huh? Ben, hey Ben. Especially when the Richard Pryor movie came out. I don't think too many people would name, hey, my name's Ben, bend over. Or, what's your name, Ben? Oh, Ben, that's a nice name. Yeah, bend over. Was that Richard Pryor or was that the other guy? I think it was Richard Pryor. Yeah.
It might have been.
Yeah, I think it was Richard Pryor.
Oh, well.
One of those movies where he went to jail or something. Could have been the one with what's his name, Stir Crazy.
Gene Wilder.
Is that the one where they did the rodeo? Stir Crazy? Is that?
Stir Crazy, I think, is the rodeo. Yeah.
I can't remember. That's the one when Ben Richard Pryor says, "What's your name?" And he says, "Ben." Oh, I said bend over. You know.
Yeah, it might have been because they were in
when
jail.
He first got in jail. I think that might have been it. I can't remember.
And you know what the genius is of that? You had him. He turned around and Richard Pryor he could do that worried look.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's him going. Oh, looking at Gene going. Keep him from.
Yeah, he's getting like.
Keep him from getting behind me. You know?
Yeah.
That kind of. Well, I don't know what he said, but
they were a good duel. It's too bad their health declined. Their last one or two movies they did together, they're downhill by that point. But some of their movies they've done together.
See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
That was one of the later ones. I mean, it was all right. That one was all right, but you can see the decline in both their health.
Hey, I just remember they were laying there down at the staircase, and he goes, "My leg! I can't feel my leg! My leg!" And he was holding on to Gene's like.
Yeah. I don't know why I said it's been a long time since I've seen that one. Yeah, that was pretty good. Well, the one with Richard Pryor, and he had the handicapped kids in the bus or something. When he was driving the bus. That was.
I'm not sure.
What was the name of the movie? Richard Pryor with the handicapped kids in the bus.
Here's information.
Bustin' Loose.
Oh yeah, Bustin' Loose was good too.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I rode on a handicapped bus, so I can relate to that movie.
I tell you, Richard Pryor, in a lot of ways, was ahead of his time.
Yeah, he is great, man.
Gene Wilder, he was a guy who he's a little odd in a lot of ways, but I mean he was odd in a good way in the sense that he just looked at something a little different and tweaked it, and boom, he come up with a character. Or he wasn't like a comedian, but he was a very good comedic actor.
He was very awkward, and it came off smoothly in film.
Yeah.
You know,
and when he was being very sincere.
Yeah.
Oh my God, him being sincere. Richard, the same thing. When those two were trying to be sincere, it can almost bring tears to your eyes.
Gene Wilder, his best movie had to be the Willy Wonka, I think.
I think so too. Yeah.
He pulled it. I mean, nobody's going to do Willy Wonka like he did. Not
Johnny Depp came out with his version, and it wasn't even close.
I'm sorry, but you see the young version, like the prequel movie.
Yeah, and that was all right.
It's all right, but yeah.
You can't beat Gene Wilder saying, that line where he goes, "A good deed in a weary world," something like that. I forget the actual line at the end, and he goes, "Charlie, my boy, you did it!"
Right. All right. Yeah. Hit you right here.
And the sincerity, the look in his eyes, the sound of his voice cracking and not cracking. Boom.
Yeah. Who was the main really character of that whole movie? He wasn't the main character, but really he was Grandpa.
Yeah. Grandpa sleeping in a bed with the other grandpa and grandma.
Grandpa's living vicariously through Charlie, and he's having a great time because of Charlie and love for chocolate.
And the bubble, the fizzy bubble, whatever that was, fizzy drink.
And who would have thunk a female rock band, punk rock, whatever the hell they were considered, Veruca Salt would come from one of the characters, name of a band. Yeah, there you
go. I have to tell you that the character, the people who they picked for that movie was good. Grandpa was a good pick when it comes to casting.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
Charlie was pretty good. Charlie was good. Some of the other characters, the parents and the kids, were all pretty good. Actually, the fat kid.
Veruca Salt's father was really good.
Yeah. Oh, pretty good. I don't even recall. I watched the Johnny Depp one once. I don't even remember anything from it. That's how disinterested I was.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like some Johnny Depp movies, but yeah, I mean, even the Alice in Wonderland one. Yeah.
Even Edward Scissorhands, and that was filmed not too far away from where I lived. You know, I mean, parts of it.
Yeah, one of my exes used to live in that neighborhood.
Yeah. It's it. I don't know. I mean, I get it to a degree, but then I'm like, it wasn't all that.
I mean, at least that was early on, so you could forgive them for that one, And it's like, yeah, okay, the times, was it late '80s, early '90s? I can't remember when that came out, but
it was about the same time Freddy Krueger came out with his slashing claw. Yeah.
Even the Pirates of the Caribbean, just too many of them.
Now, the Pirates of the Caribbean, I honestly think he did really, really
He did
good.
great. But I think there were just too many.
The pirate, I think it was a good version of him. Probably one of his best characters, to tell you the truth.
Now, I did like Johnny Depp in the Jack the Ripper movie they did. He played a detective or investigator or whatever. What the hell is that called? I can't remember what the hell that one was called, but that was pretty good. There were some Johnny Depp movies I like, but when it gets all these crazy characters, it's just too much.
Yeah, he is one of the weird ones. He picks some weird
Johnny Depp's best movies.
Todd Sweeney or whatever that is.
Oh, Sweeney Todd. Yeah, and that's was a Broadway play. We had to sing that in chorus one time.
In general, he picks really odd roles.
Yeah, he's got some crazy ones, man.
But you know what? I will say this much: he's got some range.
Right.
When you talk about acting and you're picking these crazy, wild roles, you got some range if you're able to pull it off. And
he can do some serious.
I don't. And here's the thing about it: even the ones I don't like, I think he did a good job in them.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't care for the movie.
Sleepy Hollow. I thought he did a great job in that one. Mm-hmm. That's a good movie, actually. I watched that this past Halloween. I haven't seen Sleepy Hollow in a long time. Let me watch it. It was pretty good, because he's does a pretty good Ichabod Crane, and I mean, he's got so many movies that's outrageous. I mean, holy shit.
And he likes to do with the movies with that one guy. What's his name? The one that directs.
Oh, it made like Edward Scissorhands.
And Nightmare on Christmas or whatever, Christmas Nightmare or something.
Yeah, I forget his name.
He's a weird one too.
At one point I thought Johnny Depp was turning the page, like going to take more serious pages. Was Donnie Brasco? He played when he did Donnie Brasco, the mafia movie. I was like, well, I think he's done with the childish shit. He's going to do more regular, serious movies. But he might do one of those 5 years later, 6 years later.
What is that guy's name?
Let me tell you who directed Edward Scissorhands. Timothy Burton. Tim Burton.
Yeah, Tim Burton.
Timmy Burton, yeah.
Yeah, he's really kind of a weird one, too.
Yeah, he's a weird one, too. You think he might have had his way with Johnny?
Here's the thing about Johnny Depp. If you watched any, I haven't watched it all, and I'm not going to, but I've seen clips of him in that trial and all that stuff. When he's the trial with his wife or whatever, I have to say he's pretty funny sometimes.
I saw parts of it. Yeah, and I heard he started dating the lawyer that he had or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's one way to get out of paying your bill.
That's true. Right, smarter than we think.
Yeah, I'll date her and give her an autograph, and I'll get a free.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to do another?
Yeah. What the hell is that? Because I did a video with that girl, his ex-wife there, and she's like, what the hell? She's like, she did a little crying thing, and a lot of people did a video about it. It was like a trending thing. God, I can't remember what the hell it was now. Let's see if I still have that video.
Macarena?
No. She does, and she does like a little fake cry thing, and I got the video on here somewhere.
Haktua?
No, not Haktua. I'll see if I have the video on my phone still, hopefully. Because I did it on Facebook, but nobody saw my... Because I showed her video, and I put my video, posted to her video, but nobody saw it, only a couple people. Collections, camera, documents, phone, messages,
Quickly
screenshots.
losing my attention.
Oh, hey, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Where the hell would videos be in your phone? Photos, videos, collections?
Videos.
No. Oh, well. Anyhow,
Anywho,
I can't remember what.
you figure it out.
Yeah, someday.
Someday, when I'm feeling low, got no place to go, just thinking of you and the way you look tonight.
Night. That's only part of the song, I know.
All right. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, and sharing. We'll see you on the next one, guys, gals. Take care. Jammer.
Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like. I am
Tinkle the
Shagdog.
bell, yeah.
Spitter Swallow Brewed. Jammer loves the bell. Getting tinkled.
Tinkle my bell. Tinkle my bell.
Bell, tinkle my bell.
Tinkle my bell. Tinkle my bell.